Hi, crafty friends, and book lovers, and oh, geez, anybody can really enjoy this video if you're into self-care lists, beautiful photography. I am doing I don't like the word haul, but I did go to Stampington, and Company, and I hit up their back issue sale that they have and bought some different, they have several magazines, different series, I guess is the right word. And I picked up some of a bunch of different ones, and they have special issues and stuff like that. And I hit the sale so I could pick them up and look at them, because I've bought a couple over the years here and there. I don't have a subscription to any. I've bought a couple here and there, and they're beautiful magazines, but each is so unique and different. I wanted to see the differences, because if I did I can't do a subscription to all of them. I think I've seen like 10 different subscriptions you could get from them. But I wanted to see what would be my favorite that would really serve me. And I'm glad I did that, because I found like art journaling, which I'm totally into art journaling. This magazine is gorgeous. It's a wonderful magazine. I am going to see, can I go out a little so that you can see? Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. This magazine is beautiful. The pages are full. First of all, I should say with all their magazines, their quality, the paper is got to be like 150 GSM. Each page is so thick, and their covers are like no magazine. It's like no magazine cover I've ever felt. They're thick. They're gorgeous. Definitely some sort of cardstock. I can't tell what I suppose I could research it, but I just want to say the colors, the texture, the weight, they're thick, heavy magazines, definitely worth their cost. But again, there's so many to choose from. I thought I'd, flip through some of them with you so you could see what I'm looking at and maybe pick up one or two of your own. So, you can get these on eBay. You can get them on Amazon. The older ones, I hit their back issue sale directly. You can get them all over the place. So if you find one that you're interested in specifically, because each magazine is so different, you can look, take a peek at them and try them out. This one, this art journaling one, I'm into art journaling, and I really thought this would be the one. And it's not so much, this is a lovely, you can hear, I'm sure, the quality of the paper, but it's a lovely book. And each of these projects are by artists. And they talk about, there's the art, they talk about their favorite, it's like an artist profile. They talk about their favorite tools, their favorite processes, what goes into their artwork. And it's just multiple artists talking about different ways to art journal and stuff. I would compare this magazine to like going to a book conference and talking to other authors about their favorite books, their favorite techniques, their favorite, that kind of thing. It's really a lovely read, but it doesn't give you step-by-step instructions to create a piece of art. I feel like you have to be talented to join this conversation, and I am not that talented. I'm a planner, gone wild, sticker, throw some washi tape on the paper and write kind of gal. This stuff is beautiful. Now, I will tell you, I would be 100% okay with ripping this page out and gluing it into a glue book, and using the pages, because they're just also pretty. And like, here's some tips from this artist. And I think they did ask the same question of all the artists, like what their favorite storage hack was. So, it's a gorgeous magazine, beautiful, but it's not one I would subscribe to, but I definitely like pick them up from time to time if I saw them, and just incorporate them into my own art, because there's my art journal, because it's so beautiful. Another subscription I liked was in her studio, and it's Spaces and Stories of Creative Women. Very similar to that, except instead of focusing on the art pieces, we're focusing on their studios. I love this because I'm always watching studio tours on YouTube. I love seeing what other artists have done with their walls and their creative spaces and their storage. And oh man, it's just wonderful. But again, it's like joining a conversation. Now I am more comfortable joining this conversation, so to speak, because I have a craft room and art supply storage and, you know, but, and all of their, you'll notice all the photography, all of the voice of the magazines are all similar in that they're peaceful, beautiful pictures. You know, the diffused lighting, just the surroundings and the way they frame it and the way they lay out their magazines is beautiful. The lists are beautiful. I just having these magazines and thumbing through them like on a rainy afternoon with a cup of tea. Amazing. I love this. So I am enjoying the finds. The next one I will show you, and now it's kind of, I guess I'm going to compare these. I have I've picked up two copies of the Somerset Studio, which is an interactive mixed media journal. I actually like that better than the art journaling, because where this is stories about artists, this is more about how to create these beautiful pieces of art. There's pages to cut up, pages to take notes on, and stuff like that. So we're getting closer, like tags you can cut out. So these pages, you know, frames, you can use tutorials. This is getting closer to what I want, some actual journal paper to incorporate. So I would almost say, like, if you're into junk journaling or that sort of thing, the Somerset Studio is the one you would want. It says free gifts inside artist papers, interactive pages. These are so much more than magazines. Oh, I'm like out of frame. And this is another one I've picked up look at these beautiful papers that you're meant to pull out and incorporate into your art. I love it. These are so beautiful and so much fun. I have not had the audacity to tear into them. I plan to 100%. I just am not done enjoying them as a whole before I start cutting them up. But the art is beautiful. I'm looking forward to incorporating all of these papers. And this paper is almost as thick as the cover. Some of these inner papers that they supplied. So this is one that is more meant to be cut up, whereas this one's more about the stories of the artists themselves, and this is about the artist spaces. Loving all of these, but there's so much in each one. Now, if you were to buy these one at a time off the stand, they're $19, $18.99, right? But you can buy a pack of beautiful paper at that cost and get what you get out of this magazine. So totally worth it for me. And if you can pick them up at, you can pick them up like I did the back sale. Like this one I picked up somewhere else. I don't remember where. I think I got it at like Joann's before. Because these, like I said, are older. Do I have a date on these? Dates are on this side. This one is volume 28 in 2024. May, June 2024. So before Joanne started to go out. So, and this one I just got from the back issue. So it just came in a box, I believe. So just where you pick them up randomly. Now, some of these other magazines, these are more not artistic magazines as much as I would call them self-care magazines. I've got a couple different versions, so I'm going to go with this. They have so many on their site, guys. Seriously, they have garden ones, they have cooking ones, they have herbal ones, they have sewing ones. I mean, to go, kind of along with this style. But then they also have just these general lifestyles. So Bella Grace is beautiful. When you read the description of these magazines, okay, and she talks about it, so it's hard to believe this is the 32nd issue of Bella Grace. It was 8 years ago that we finished up our first issue of a magazine that we hoped readers would connect with. Having only published art and crafting magazines, we had an idea for something completely different. What if we launched a women's magazine that didn't focus on fashion or beauty, but instead shares the story of everyday women finding joy in little things, right? And that's what this is. And this book is amazing, like recapturing storybook magic, and their lists. And I love Summer Edition, and it's all the things that this writer who wrote this article loves. So lists. This was a story about 3 days. So it's a story about someone who disconnected from the internet for 3 days and what self-discovery journey they went on. The pictures are beautiful. The papers, 25 small, unique things we look forward to. I mean, and then a place for you to, there's some worksheets in here for you to just add to it. A sense of summer and the artistry. Look at these pictures are beautiful. The paper is wonderful to touch. I'm very tactile. I love the touch. There's some tooth to it. It's not just a high gloss magazine. Worksheets, prompts, writing prompts, just 35 moments from movies that capture the Bella spirit. I honestly, these are beautiful, and I did get 25 things to tuck inside a letter. So if you're to send a letter, you could put confetti, tea bags, stickers, a family recipe, a photograph, a coloring page, a map, a vintage postcard. So these are just amazing ways to be cozy. I did say I think there's a gardening line of this magazine. It's not what I picked up, but I think these Bella Grace ones are less focused and more incorporate the whole life, whereas you can get the artist ones and the gardening ones and the cooking ones. But I think the Bella Grace is more an overreaching one. I've got 3, and I'm going to plan on kind of going through them in depth, one a month. So I'm going to save this one for winter. I've got this fall one going. This is going to be a good spring one, I think. So I really feel like I got a wide range on the back sale. And again, they ranged from $5 to $10, but totally worth it, guys. So then there's some of these this is the Bella Grace Book of Lists. So in these magazines that I was showing you, there are lists. They have Book of Lists 1, 2, and volumes 1, 2, and 3. This is volume 2. And I just read the descriptions to pick which one I wanted. But 20 unique ways to show you care. Letter from the editor. Oh, so table of contents. 58 ways to take recess and play in your grown-up life. Or recess. 36 ways we instantly reset our days. 21 things it took years to learn. 30 days of hygge, which is a term, a Scandinavian term about the cozy life. That's a new term to me, but loving it because I absolutely love the cozy life. Cottagecore, all of that. But these are just beautiful lists. And I don't know if I've got an actual journal, a list journal where I just make lists of lovely things. And so this is really cool. I'm looking forward to reading this. I only got one of them because I figure there are so many lists in here. Like if I get through this in a year, I would be happy. So I figured I just want to try all the different versions and then again, just sharing them with you. Then there's the cozy issue. And I got this for fall. This is actually the 2021 cozy issue, again from the back list. I think this was like $5 on their website, but it's all pertinent today. None of this is timely, okay? A cozy candle with 8 sensational blends, and it's actually how to make it. And so, tucking in my winter homebody, the huggy hobbies to try. I am just rekindling the magic of winter. I will step out and say I had some concerns about, and this is hot chocolate for the soul. It says magic all over their website and stuff. And being a Christian, I was kind of like, oh, is this something I can, look at and be comfortable with? And I will tell you, it's the magic is the magic of the day, the joy. It's not anything you should avoid. It's beautiful. It's talking about, the magic of nature and the magic of just the beauty in the world around us. It's not specifically anything you need to worry about if you're from that. So, one thing I did see in the back of this is a list of their different magazines. They've got the art quilting, they've got green craft, they've got the candle, they've got jewelry, they've got journaling you saw. They have willow and sage, which is like herbs and stuff. In her studio, you saw I have those. Mingle is like party throwing, which is just as beautiful, but on a like outdoor garden party or it's beautiful. Those are beautiful. Phil Guy, Bella Grace, you've seen, and I don't have some of these because not all of these interested me, but that's a good collection. That shows you the collection. The cozy issues are just ways to get cozy in a season, and I think they come out quarterly, it looks like, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's annually. The lists are annual, and that's a more recent one because I think there's only 3, so this in the last 2 years. This one's from 2021, so maybe the cozy issue comes out once a year too. 16 ways to make your bed a sanctuary, different kind of cozy, 31 ways to embrace the heart of winter, simple steps to slow living. I mean, that's all my jam right now. And then there's this one I'm going to show you last. Bella Grace Field Guide to Everyday Magic. Now, the first thing you'll notice is it's smaller than a traditional magazine, okay? It is meant to be a workbook, but it is in the format of a magazine. Again, with these thick covers, this quality paper, and they are calling it, they do have issue number 14, right? And I think they have several of these a year, like it looked like maybe 4 from the back sell, but it was hard to tell. But so it is issued like a magazine, but yet they're presented like a book. This book belongs to I'm a Seeker of Everyday Magic. What if I told you that you are simply mixed starlight, solitude, silence, and softness? You may just learn everything you've ever needed to know about everything you hadn't known. Victoria Eckerson. Beautiful quotes, beautiful pictures. Talks about how to use this book. As I was reading the description, it is so much more than a magazine. It's like a journal in magazine format. And you can fill in all of it. I'm just going to do a quick, just like thumb through. There's lots of pages. There's lots of space to write. It encourages you to glue. There's prompts. I don't know if you can see the numbers of that showing up very well. That's more than a blank page. The writing is very faint though. So I don't know if you can see it. And they're not white. There's a texture, real fine texture to the paper. Just beautiful stuff so that it encourages you to journal, sticks, stuff in, write on it, put pictures in, a scrapbook in it. It is almost like somebody started a junk journal for you or something. It's just beautiful and lots of space. I am looking forward to, and it encourages you to just take this, stick it in your bag, whatever, write in it, do whatever you want, and just stick stuff in it. And I can see building this into, even just like covering up this part with some other beautiful papers, pictures and stuff, and just building it into a personal journal because it is so much different than just your standard magazine. I think this is my favorite one. This one and probably, I don't know, I'm torn. This one and the lists, just because I'm a list maker. Oh, and there's a place for you to make your own lists in here. I'm a list maker. It's hard to wrap my head around. 15 ways to add some sparkle to an off day. I mean, come on, who doesn't need that list in their life, right? I find it hard wrapping my head around these being magazines because they're so thick. They feel so good in your hand. And there's so much of yourself you can put into them. I'm excited. Like I said, I've had a couple of them already, and I did hit the sale. I got this in the sale. And I got the Cozy issue, 2 of the Bella Graces, because I only had 1 Bella Grace. I got the list book in the sale. And then I've had the Junk Journal and the In Her Studio ones I had already. But, I mean, I'm just really excited. I think they're beautiful magazines. If you have not checked out the Stampington and Company website and looked at their magazines, I would, because honestly, I don't think you need a subscription though. I mean, I wouldn't need one of these a month. It's going to take me a month or 2 to go through each one. Like these, what I have here is, I would say will probably take me 2 years to get through, because there's so much interaction and so much you can do with it. And, the only thing I might get, like not buy one off as I want them, because when you go on the website, you can read what's in them kind of as well. But maybe a subscription to In Her Studio, just because I love seeing what other artists are doing, but it's not something that's going to take up a lot of my time filling up with anything. Little different than where these magazines are interactive, and, you know, I'm going to be doing stuff with them over and over again. I don't know. I hope that you loved looking at these. I hope that if you want to go buy one, now's the time. I'm not sure how much longer the sale's going on. Like, I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just have had their magazines over the years. And when I hit the back issue sale, I was able to really try out an array of the different kinds. And they're just gorgeous. And I wanted to share with y'all. Okay, have a lovely day and happy fall. Bye.